guys, do you ever have just one of those like very productive days? Because literally that is me today. I don't know what happened, but I just woke up in a mood this morning and I like cleaned my bathroom, I did my hair, I did my makeup, I'm having a filming day, I got stuff done on my computer. It's like a good day, and now I'm finally filming this video, which I'm super excited to be working on. Oh no, there's a fly trapped in my window. So I wanted to make this video because I just really wanted this to be about like women supporting women, and I attend a lot of festivals, a lot of shows, and I'm always trying to discover new artists. There's so many people I don't know about. There's different genres I don't listen to as much as others. And one thing I noticed is that I've really been trying to listen to more female artists lately. I'm an equal opportunist. I think if you make good music, you make good music at the end of the day. But I also do think that there are some festivals and some opportunities that aren't really given to some women, and I think some festivals could just do a better job representing women at their festivals. So with that being said, I came up with a list of my absolute favorite female EDM artists. There are so many out there. Just in case you guys were looking for new music to discover, I'm always finding stuff just on Spotify, through word of mouth, on Instagram. A lot of the times when I see a festival lineup come out, I literally will just go down the lineup and pick names I don't recognize, and I'll look them up and then listen to them and see if I like what they're about. So that's how I discover a lot of people as well. Today I have a list of over 13 women that you guys 1000% should know about. You should look them up after this, representing all different genres. I picked a bunch from everything from house, techno, bass music. It's all represented here. But yeah, I just wanted to bring some more attention to these artists because they're amazing, and there are so many women out there making incredible music that I don't think get enough credit. So that's what this is all about today. All right, so I'm just gonna run down the list. Everybody will be listed down below, and then I'm either gonna link their Instagram or their Spotify account, whatever, so that you guys can go find some new music. So my first artist, and this is in no order, I'm just talking about some of my favorites. My first one up is Rez. Most of you have probably heard of Rez. She has literally made a name for herself in these last couple of years and is like unstoppable now. She's coming out with new albums. She has her own tour. She's playing on like every freaking lineup. But just to give you some background on her, she's a Canadian artist. She's on the Mousetrap label, so she has a lot of support from deadmau5. I personally became familiar with her from her album Mass Manipulation, and I saw her for the first time at EDC Las Vegas 2017. The thing about her, one, I think like her interaction with her fans and just her personality is like so cool. She just seems like a really fun girl, and she's unique. That's the best way to describe it. Like when you hear a Rez song or you see a set, it is different from anything else you've heard. She's kind of like made her own path. Her visuals are super hypnotizing, like her whole aesthetic with the glasses, like all hypnotizing. It's just such a cool aesthetic. It's very dark, it's very bassy. And it just doesn't sound like anything else. So I really like how unique she is, and I love her music, and yeah, I love her live performances. The next one I want to talk about is Alice in Wonderland. Again, another pretty big name. She's an Australian DJ. She's more of like a trap bass kind of artist, but she does do a lot of her own vocals stuff. I really like her lyrics to a lot of her songs. Allison is just awesome because of her relationship with her fans and how open she is about mental health, and she just puts it all out there. She doesn't hold anything back. I love that she talks honestly about everything. She just makes really incredible music. I like her sound. I first became familiar with her, I think, with her album Run. Like downloaded a bunch of her songs. I saw her at EDC Las Vegas, and we love Allison. The next one I want to talk about is somebody that I'm very newly familiar with, and that is Gigi McGree. I just saw her for the first time last weekend at Ever After Music Festival. And oh my God, she ended up being my favorite set of the whole weekend. I had listened to her music beforehand, and I was like, ooh, this girl throws down. Like, she's an Australian artist, got some like bass music, dubstep kind of sounds, but then when you see her live, she is so energetic. She played a bunch of like classic house music. She had so many fun drops. It was very energetic. She was talking to the crowd. She always asks you, do you feel sexy? Like that's her whole aesthetic. It's really cool. Yeah, she does some of her own vocals, and the main thing is just she played so many fun songs and then went really, really heavy, and you could sing along to certain things. So like my friend Emily and I just had the absolute best time at her set, and she played at like 3 o'clock and the crowd was like fucking turned. So we love Gigi McGree. The next one is Amelie Lenz. Again, another person I became familiar with more recently. I haven't seen her live yet. I was trying to see her at EDC Las Vegas, but we actually saw her in the crowd at EDC, and we went over and talked to her without knowing it was her, and then afterwards we were like, I'm 99% sure that was just Amelie Lenz. Anyway, she's a techno artist from Belgium. She's very bass heavy, like minimal techno. Definitely has like an acid house, like European sound, but she's also just a really cool vibe, and she's starting to make waves and make a name for herself. And she closed out EDC Las Vegas this year on the Neon Garden stage. So look out for her if you're into techno. Next up is Whipped Cream. Whipped Cream has such an awesome like dark bass vibe. She's another person I became familiar with because she was on a lineup, and I was like, Whipped Cream, like who the fuck is Whipped Cream? Looked her up on Spotify, and I was like, oh shit, this bitch. So yeah, she's got like a hip hop kind of dark bassy sound. I really wanted to see her at EDC Las Vegas because she closed out Circuit Grounds one night and we like didn't make it to her, so I still haven't seen her live. She's just like really up and coming, and I think she's gonna be a big name in bass music. So switching gears here, and the next one up is Noora En Pure. Noora En Pure is another person that I've been on my list to see, and I still haven't seen her, but she's also like really coming up. I became familiar with her because I listened to her Tomorrowland set. A lot of these artists, when they play like a really big stage like Tomorrowland, EDC, Coachella, like whatever it is that like sort of takes off their career. So I know like Coachella and Tomorrowland, those sets that she did, a ton of people became familiar with her through that. But yeah, she's a South African Swiss DJ. She's a deep house producer, so like I can just put her sets on when I'm working, and it's just like really good beats, kind of a chill vibe. And I just like her whole transitions, and her composition of her sets is really good. So yeah, if you like deep house, you'll totally vibe with Noora En Pure. The next one up is Anna Leno. A lot of you might know that name. That's definitely one of the bigger names on here. Anna Leno, like I just love her singles. She's had tracks with a lot of big house DJs. She's an Australian house music artist. She's got a really fun vibe. Her new single 303, I've been like blasting. I love that song. Definitely look that song up. She's on the Ausla label. She's had songs with Chris Lake, so she's definitely a bigger artist and has been around. You probably will recognize some of her songs when you look her up. Okay, and the next one is another artist that I just very recently got into, and she goes by Wednesday. I believe this was another one that she was on a lineup, and I saw the name Wednesday and I was like, what is that? So I looked her up and I was like, oh, we got a female DJ, hey. And I liked her song Heartbreak Hotel, I'm pretty sure that's what it's called. Yeah, she's got a cool like, I don't know, it's a little bit harder, definitely like bassy, but still a little house. She's from the Bay Area, I know that, and Insomniac Records supports her. She has a profile on their site, and then her brother is Dak Daniels, so he's also an EDM artist. She's had a song released on Dim Mak Records, which is Steve Aoki's label, and I think she also has a streetwear brand or a clothing brand, so I definitely check her out. She's got a very, very cool kind of like street vibe, fun sound, very high energy, and I think you're gonna start seeing Wednesday more and more on lineups for sure. All right, the next one I could have started with because she's a literal fucking legend, and that is Nicole Mudaber. Nicole Mudaber is a techno legend. She's similar to like a Carl Cox. She's been around for a while. She's a Lebanese British producer. She owns Mood Records. She has her own like radio show. I got the chance to see her at Output in Brooklyn, which closed down unfortunately, but they supported a lot of like techno underground artists, and she played a 6-hour set from open to close. It was so fun. It was actually a funny story. Like my friend Vicky and I saw her on the lineup, and we knew the name, but we had never seen her, and it was one of those nights we were like, let's just go discover a new artist. Let's check her out. She's playing open to close. It's probably gonna be a good vibe. Oh my god, were we blown away. She fucking killed it. She plays Ultra a ton. She's played EDC Las Vegas. So yeah, if you like the techno beats, longer sets, like not really any lyrics, and you just want like original creative artist, producer, check out Nicole Mudaber. Okay, next up is Charlotte DeWitt. I haven't seen Charlotte DeWitt yet. Her and Noora En Pure are like the two that have been on my list forever to see, and I can't see them. But Charlotte DeWitt is a Belgium techno artist. I really like her songs. Again, like they're longer. They might be like a 6-minute song with like no lyrics on it, but it's got like a cooler kind of darker techno vibe. She's been getting like booked on more and more shows. I remember EDC 2018, she closed out Neon Garden on the last day, and we missed her set. I was so pissed. But yeah, EDC and Tomorrowland are some of the bigger sets that she's played. So yeah, techno vibes, go listen to Charlotte DeWitt. Okay, last two. The next one is probably one of the biggest names on this list, Nervo. I feel like everybody's heard of Nervo because they're a more mainstream act. They've had singles on the radio. It's an Australian duo, they're sisters. They're awesome. They're super tall, blonde chicks, such high energy, such good vibes. They also both just had babies at the same time. They were pregnant at the same time, which was so fucking cute. But I just love their personalities. I think they're so fun. I fell in love with them when they came out with their song Revolution with Umet Ozcan. God, was that 2013? It might have been like 2013 to 2015, somewhere in that range, that song. Look that up. And then We're All No One is another really popular one. They have songs with Nicky Romero, Afrojack, so again, like those bigger house artist names. That's where Nervo sits. And last but certainly not least is an artist I became familiar with literally a week ago, and that is Hannah Wants. So she's on the Electric Forest lineup, and when the set times came out, again, I just like to go through, and then sometimes if I see a female artist I've never heard of, I'll be like, cool, let me just check her out. Looked her up, and then the first song that came up on Spotify, I fucking loved. And I was like, who is this bitch? So anyway, she is a British house music DJ. She's had a lot of accolades. She definitely rose to notoriety in like the early 2010s in the UK. She's had a radio show. She's played at every major festival. She was a professional footballer, soccer player in the UK. And yeah, she's just got really good like house beats. If I was going to Electric Forest, I would definitely make the time to go see her. Some people actually reached out to me because I tweeted about her and they were like, oh my God, how did you not know who Hannah Wants is, blah, blah, blah. So yeah, I really liked her. And I have 5 honorable mentions. I'm not going to talk too much about them because I don't know as much about them. I just know who they are and I know a couple of their songs, but some other really popular EDM artists that you should know about: Nina Kravitz, Nina Las Vegas, Cray, Anna, and Misha. Misha's a really big one. So yeah, definitely check out those artists as well. I actually have been getting more into Cray lately. She's got a really cool vibe. I just like love her whole aesthetic. I would love to see her live. She's really cool. She's definitely more of a bassy artist, and she's also dating Keizo, fun fact. Those are all the female EDM artists that I absolutely love. I highly recommend. Please go check them out. Please go show them support. Tag them in this video. Share this video with them. Again, I'm all about equality. I'm all about equal opportunities. I just hope that we can see a lot more female artists headlining main stage, because for me, it's incredible to look up and see Alice in Wonderland on EDC Las Vegas main stage, or even, I forgot to mention, Anna Leno. When I saw her at EDC 2017, she was the first female DJ to play main stage, and it took them until 2017 for that to happen. So anyone who says that like, oh, it's not like a really thing about gender, I don't know about that. So yeah, there's tons of really good female artists out there. I hope you guys enjoyed this. Please go check these chicks out. All of their information will be down below. Give it a thumbs up if you want me to do more videos recommending artists. I'm more than happy to do it. Also, if I left anybody out, if there's anybody else I should know about that you guys want to recommend, please leave me a comment down below. I'm all about discovering new music, and my Spotify is linked down below too if you guys want to see any of my playlists, any of the stuff that I'm listening to. I think that's all I've got for you guys today. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye guys.